Good morning. This is Good News Friday. I like it when jerks are unhappy. This is good news for me. There's a lot of them these days, I think. Jerks. Unhappy jerks. Yeah. When good people are happy, this is giving me great joy. But the jerks, they can be upset. This is fine with me. And there's a lot of them these days, I think. A lot of these idiots are unhappy. The globalists, I don't think they are happy anymore. Things are not going their way anymore. I think they realize this, that the people don't want it. They want nationalism. Yeah. And we are looking for signs of this, of course. Here's a report from analysts at the Bank of America. It's quite interesting. They are talking about globalization. Globalization and globalism are two different things, of course. But globalization, globalism depends on globalization. It sort of connects, right? And they said that globalization is coming to an end. They say this change will take place due to the widespread recognition that while globalization has meant lower consumer prices, it has also meant slower growth, precarious employment and social disruption. Yeah, I want us to go back to nations, and we should compete with each other, do trade with each other. That's the human nature. Yeah, it worked in the past. Let's get rid of this globalism. Here's more people that are unhappy. The feminists, the Swedish feminists in particular. There was this woman talking this morning on TV, and she said that feminism is having huge problems in Sweden, especially after Me Too. Yeah, there was a big backlash here in Sweden after Me Too. There was one case, a very well-known case, as an example. It was this journalist, Fredrik Virtanen. He was accused of raping this woman, this celebrity woman, Cissi Wallin, on social media. Yeah, she accused him of rape. And he took her to court. And he won. She was sentenced. That's just one example. But there is a reaction against Me Too here in Sweden. So she wasn't happy, this feminist. She was talking on TV. Feminism is having problems. People don't like it, you see. Guys in Brussels, they are not happy. Yeah. They are not happy with the polls, recent polls. It's not going well. And elections, of course. They didn't like the election in the UK. The UK is, that's where you find a lot of these sad jerks, right? One of my favorites is Anna Soubry. She lost a job. This is the best, yes. And Jeremy Corbyn and all these people. Jeremy Corbyn is sort of ridiculed these days, isn't he? And he's resigning. And then these, Tony Blair. What happened to him? And Gina Miller. They were so enthusiastic, weren't they? They were going to set this right, fix this. And they just ran into a brick wall. It's fantastic. It's the best news you can wish for. It's great. Finally, I want to tell you a story from Texas. Was this gunman? He opened fire during service at the West Freeway Church of Christ in White Settlement, Texas. The shooting was caught during a live internet stream of the church service. The streamed video on YouTube has since been taken down. There was this man dressed in a black trench coat with a hood. He jumped up and started shooting members of the church. Yeah, I'm sure some of you know already what happened. There were at least 5 armed members of the church who instantly responded and jumped into action. As soon as the shooting started, within 3 seconds of the first shot, one member of the church shot the shooter with the hood and killed him before he could harm more people. Yeah. The shooter is dead. There was also a victim who died, sadly. And there was another victim who's been transported to the hospital. Yes. You know, this is great. I hate it, what happened, of course. But, you know, the reaction from these church members, I just love it. This is what I want. This is what I want here in Sweden. People should be armed. Yeah. And, you know, it's enough. I had enough of this, treating these criminals as if they were victims or something. I want an end to this today. Yeah, I do. So this is a good story, I think. Right. Now be good. I wish you a great weekend. Bye.